Hey fight fans, today in this video, as you know, in the sport of mixed martial arts, fighters have become synonymous with their nickname, and oftentimes they are pretty self-explanatory. Diamond, Eagle, Borz or Wolf, the Spider. I mean, sometimes it's not even necessary to name the fighter in order to understand who it is that we're talking about. So is it possible to imagine a world of MMA in which there are no nicknames? I don't think so. They are deeply woven into the very fabric of combat sport. You know, just like commentators, Cutmen, and scandals in the UFC. Just try to imagine a world where Bruce Buffer doesn't scream weird, intimidating, or downright ridiculous nicknames for fighters when he introduces them in the octagon. Now, nicknames mean different things and they can cover a huge spectrum, from the ridiculous to the meaningful, or sometimes just random. They can even be used as differentiators for people with the same name, as well as a way to generate excitement and brand recognition among the fans. But usually, fighters choose nicknames for themselves that represent their personality or maybe a certain character trait. Nicknames could be based on preference, the community in which they live, or they may be chosen for a completely incomprehensible reason. Or, for example, as in our case, if you remember, one of the last videos we asked you, the viewers, what nickname would you give to Islam Makhachev?
When I look at him, I immediately remember the Boyval. He is just as calm and firm as this animal, but in a good way, of course. And what animal do you associate with Makhachev? But I repeat, that in a good sense, of course. For example, Khabib the Eagle, Chimaev Wolf. For example, the snake is Connor. But what kind of animal does Makhachev look like? Write in the comments.
Now, after this video, a lot of people commented that he looks like Wolverine. And they don't necessarily mean the animal. No, they're talking about the X-Men, Snicked Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. Now, Wolverine, much like Makhachev, is a fan favorite. From the comics to the movies. He has increased stamina and agility, much like Makhachev. Wolverine is also an expert in many types of hand-to-hand combat, again, just like Makhachev. And a real Wolverine, the animal, is one of the largest terrestrial species of the weasel family. And both of them are very stocky and muscular, much more like a small bear. Now, Wolverine has a reputation for ferocity and strength in proportion to his size. So he clearly has some similarities to Islam.
Right, Wolverines don't have any, there's no one feels about a Wolverine the same way they think about a bear. Because there's no like cute Wolverines. There's only the ones that you see in like, X-Men. Like the Wolverine dudes.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like a person. His name's Wolverine. There's no like cute Wolverines because they're so fucking ferocious. Such a monster of a little animal. One Wolverine will fuck up a big bear.
Oh, for real?
Dude, they're fucking ruthless. They chase wolves off food.
How big are Wolverines?
Not big, man. 40 pounds, 50 pounds?
Jeez.
They'll fuck up everything. They fuck up everything.
Yeah.
Everything runs away from them. They're just ready to die. All day. All day ready to die.
Islam is just as strong, and he is also an expert in many types of hand-to-hand combat. And, okay, he does look a little like a bear. And by the way, in the comments, many of you also wrote that he looks like a bear. Maybe like a grizzly bear, just as strong. But guys, I want you all to understand this is just a joke, and by no means are we saying that he looks like a hairy bear or some type of a wild terrestrial weasel. That's not what we're saying. But if you guys do like Islam's new nickname that you gave him, go ahead and like this video, because then maybe Islam will end up seeing it, and maybe, who knows, he'll even prefer his new given nickname by the fans. Or at the very least, he might smile a bit. Hey, that's good too. For example, Khabib is an eagle, and if you look closely, Khabib has something about his face that is kind of similar to an eagle. In addition, the bird also personifies fortitude, love, pride. So in a word, Khabib is an eagle. He showed all of his power in a fight with Conor McGregor. He fought like an eagle and won. And then he also flew over the octagon like an eagle into the crowd as well. Now, Khabib proved for many years that it was not for nothing that he was awarded such a nickname. The legendary Abdulmanap, Khabib's father, would be proud if he could see the heights at which Khabib and his best student, Islam Makhachev, flew. Khabib's father and beloved coach, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, helped Islam out when he was younger. He helped raise him and made him a real champion. So therefore, in that fit of emotion immediately after the fight, he simply could not forget about his mentor, as Makhachev presented the championship belt to Khabib, expressing respect to him and the late Abdulmanap. He and his father made me. The team of Khabib and Makhachev has long become a real family, and this is just one of the main reasons for their success. Abdulmanap took Islam under his wing from childhood. Islam and Khabib were engaged all in the same gym, so the legendary coach was able to closely watch them both. And in addition, they became really great friends, and Makhachev began to spend a lot of time at the Nurmagomedov's house. This allowed Abdulmanap to help raise Islam not only functionally, but also psychologically. He often talked with him and shared his words of wisdom, urged him to give all of his strength to training, and promised that a UFC championship belt would only be a matter of time. Now, Khabib has spoken about the attitude of his late father towards Islam, saying, "Islam was my father's favorite student. Islam was like a son to my father. My father always said that Islam would be the champion. That's why I have to be by his side. I have to finish what my father started." Now, with that kind of confidence, Makhachev will probably be able to hold the belt for a pretty long time. Islam has come a long way to get that title. When you look at it all, I admit I was wrong when I doubted him. Now I understand that he could not lose, and for that he deserves respect. So I congratulate him again. For now, we'll just let him rest and enjoy his time off. But we all know Khabib is not going to allow him to stay resting for long, because very soon Islam will be training for a more serious test, a fight with Alexander Volkanovski. Islam Makhachev, who is the UFC lightweight champion, posted a new post on social media where he remembered the words of the haters before his fight with the Brazilian Charles Oliveira. The opinion of the haters before the fight: Islam didn't deserve it. I didn't fight with any of the tops, not his level. They will strangle him, knock him out. After the fight, I can't find haters. It's hard for me without you, Makhachev wrote. So, let's go ahead and like this video a whole bunch of times so that way maybe it goes a little bit viral, and then maybe, just maybe, Islam Makhachev will see the video and maybe he'll like the new nickname that you guys all gave him, Wolverine.
What are you saying, Islam?
Coach, you eat too much, coach. Please, you need to start diet. Please.
Can you eat
now
too much?
I know how much your weight. 180 fit.
Now, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe in order to help this channel grow.